Welcome back, guys. Just got back from a week's worth of camping. I went camping 4 days with my grandpa and did some fishing. Then I went camping with some other family over the weekend, and it's time to get back to work. These are my 3 axes of choice. I've got a 3.5 pound keen cutter. This is the second axe I've ever made and is my favorite splitting axe. Right here, I got a 4 pound Plum single bit. This is one of my more recent ones, and it is huge. And then I have a keen cutter double bit, which is the counterpart to my single bit keen cutter. And that is the first axe I ever made right there. All right, now we're gonna get into the splitting section and I'll show you how I split wood. And I know I'm not a professional, this is just how I split wood. And we're gonna see what these 3 axes can do. As you can see, I've already been kind of messing around, splitting up some of these walnut rounds. And I've already got some split up, and we're gonna split this one too. All right, guys, so we're gonna be starting out with my keen cutter single bit. This is the second axe I ever made, and it's my favorite splitting axe. Just a little interruption real quick. The other day, I ordered some Back 40 firewood merch, and it came in. I really love this shirt, and it's pretty appropriate for what I'm doing right now. So these are some smaller pieces of walnut that I've already split off of the sides of some of the bigger rounds. And I've already split up a lot of walnut with my axe because it just splits so well with an axe. Alright, so the next axe that I'm going to be using is this 4 pound single bit Plum. This is one of my most unique axes that I have. When I got it, this back was super mushroomed, so I knew it was a pretty old axe and it had been beat on quite a bit. The downside to this big axe is my aim usually isn't as good with it. So I gotta really concentrate when I'm using this one. Now this piece has got a pretty good knot in it. And I'm betting this axe will go straight through that. Alright, now back to the point. Now we're going to be using my double bit. So, we can see what it does. And I usually don't like splitting with a double bit. It's just my preference. I like using a single bit better, but a double bit can be very useful sometimes. Usually with these bigger pieces, they're kind of hard to split across the center, so I usually start from the outsides. That side's pretty hard. The reason why that's hard is I'm splitting right toward a knot. So let me get over here, see if it's any better. There it goes. And it's open. See if we can get that knot side off. You can tell this axe gets stuck a little bit easier than my single bits. That's because it doesn't have as good as a splitting profile. It's more of a chopper, but it works. There we go, we got the knot off. Ooh, this piece is pretty hard. See if we can flip this one over. There we go. Now we're getting it. Sometimes if you're not able to split into a piece, flip it over. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it's working pretty good. All right, guys, I'm gonna split the rest of this up and I'll come back in a second. All right, guys, so after just a few minutes of time and hard work, this is all the firewood that I got split up, just with my axes. And over here is some pieces that I'm saving for my personal use, for when we go camping next year, and if we want to burn some fires. It's all just short stuff and stuff that might not stack very good. So yeah, this is all the firewood that I've split with an axe today. And everything that you see right here, all this walnut on top, all the darker stuff, that was all split with an axe, except for one piece. So now we've got to get this rank right here out of the way so I can put that walnut in here. And our plan is to fill this shed up with just walnut and cherry, because our next job is going to be cutting up a giant cherry tree. So stay tuned for that content. Alright, that's going to be it for the video. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video because we're going to be splitting up these 3 massive rounds.